The Fox Sports 1 lawsuit just dropped, and it features Joy Taylor, longtime media member Skip Bayless, host and former football player Emmanuel Acho, and even Shannon Sharpe. Let's dive in. First things first, credit to Front Office Sports' Michael McCarthy and AJ Perez as they had the write-up and linked to the lawsuit. It was brought by Noushin Faraji, a hairstylist, whose ties were severed when she brought forth serious allegations against big names in the company. And she is well established. She has worked on music videos for the likes of CeeLo Green, movies like La La Land, and for big brands like Old Navy and Orbit, just to name a few, of course. According to the suit, she started part-time at Fox in 2012. 4 years later, became a full-time employee. That same year, Joy Taylor and Faraji would become good buds. Also named in the suit is Charlie Dixon. This is going to be a recurring name. Fox Sports' executive VP of content on pages 5 and 6 of the 42-page lawsuit that I read, so you don't have to. Faraji says Taylor, who was married, would always meet her for drinks with Dixon, who was also married. She noted that they would leave together as well. When Undisputed launched with Bayless and Sharpe, there were many folks up for the moderator job. Per the suit, Bayless told Faraji he didn't want Joy Taylor to have that seat. But who was adamant about it? Dixon, according to the suit. And Dixon would arrange a dinner where Faraji says Taylor dressed provocative and left Bayless unimpressed. Dixon would then ask Bayless to do him a solid. And thus he did, reluctantly. And hey, just a quick break in the action. You should go subscribe to my new show, The Rick Strom Show. I'm going to be interviewing people from sports, music, journalists, authors, sports doctors. It's going to be fantastic. Please go subscribe. Thank you. August of 2016. Faraji says she attended a dinner with Taylor, her husband, Dixon, and his wife. Taylor's significant other would find evidence of the cheating and divorce her. Faraji tells the story of attending Taylor's birthday party in West Hollywood, California. Dixon, who she says was drunk, put everything on the company card. Anything and everything. And when she went to the bar, Dixon allegedly groped her. She would tell Taylor, who told her, quote, get over it, because she got the job as moderator because of Dixon, and Faraji got the job as a hairstylist and doing makeup because of Taylor. She warned Dixon could take both of their positions away. There was another story in the suit that Taylor's fiance broke off the engagement and was going to go public with what he knew until Dixon paid for the wedding deposits. This gets more and more wild. Furthermore, per Faraji, an ex-member of the company told her in confidence, Dixon propositioned her for sex in order to have her contract renewed. Her counsel writes, Dixon did this to other women talent. When she brought this up to Taylor, it's alleged she replied that no one gives an F. Skip Bayless was also named after he requested Faraji give him haircuts once a week. He started getting more comfortable with her, and from the suit, he would give her lingering hugs after each cut, putting his body against hers, pressing against her breasts. He then began to kiss her on the cheeks. Faraji was quite uncomfortable with all this and would make excuses to leave right after the cuts. Faraji also names a member of the crew, Bobby Diaz, who is one of the members of the crew who puts microphones on talent. She would accuse him of misconduct. Now we turn to this man.
Just got done with rehearsal for the new show Speak, and I got to take a moment to shout out my co-host Joy Taylor. A woman, a black woman, daily show, sports. Do you all realize how hard it is to get into the position that she is in? So often there's misogyny and sexism running rampant in sports, and we don't even care what women have to say in sports. But Joy is not only in the position on television as a woman, as a black woman, but as an opinionist. So not just asking men what they think, but providing her own unique and distinct insight. It's hard to do, and Joy, you have done it. So congratulations. Looking forward to working with you, and hope y'all tune in.
Emmanuel Acho. And you see, Acho would delete that video. And maybe we now know why. Maybe. In February 2020, Faraji met Joy Taylor in Beverly Hills, and she was not joined by Dixon this time. No. She was joined by Emmanuel Acho, the former football player, the former Texas Longhorn. turned media guy at Fox Sports 1 from the suit. Miss Faraji did not know Mr. Acho, but could tell that the two were romantically involved. That's a tell. Faraji would warn Taylor not to sleep with Dixon and Acho simultaneously. Taylor then told her per the suit not to worry. And when Dixon is no longer useful to her, I'll read directly from it, she would follow through on her plan to tell the company that he, Dixon, forced himself on her. She would not allow herself to be forced out by Dixon like other women talent. It's described as this: Taylor slept with Acho to be recommended for that seat on formerly called Speak for Yourself, and now just in all caps, Speak, S-P-E-A-K. In July of 2021, Faraji had a fourth biopsy. With Bayless continually making advances, she would bring this up in hopes of him ceasing those advances. He wouldn't. Instead, he offered her $1.5 million to have sex with her. She would leave the room. Another note, Bayless would grow quite angry at Faraji, and he would accuse her of sleeping with Shannon Sharpe, which she says over and over again, not true, never happened, completely unfounded. She states in the suit that Bayless threatened her job. Faraji wrote in her diary of the abuse she suffered because of Taylor. Allegedly, Joy Taylor mocked her accent, she's Persian, was racist towards her, and claimed she only needed a black hairstylist who understood her because she thought Faraji was not doing the job. Meanwhile, they had a working relationship at this point for over 5 years. I believe in the suit it says 7 years. So why did this change so quickly? The suit paints the picture of how Fox allegedly would use different tactics as well to reduce Faraji's hours, launch an investigation against her, and tried to get other employees to lie to take her down. One of those men being Skip Bayless, though he wouldn't lie to those in meetings with him. And according to the suit, Dixon even said, "Why wouldn't you lie? We could just find you another good-looking hairstylist." And Bayless would not do so, according to the suit, of course. On June 24th of 2024, Faraji was fired as Undisputed was canceled, though as she makes note and as others make note, she had worked on The Herd with Colin Cowherd. She had worked on Speak. This was going on for many years. So she was taken aback. And her counsel was taken aback. Because it seems like just because this one show is gone, why would I be attached to the hip with that? There was another point where she was told that no talent needed touch-ups anymore, so they could limit her hours, per se. And somehow it came back to her that they did need touch-ups. So she felt like FS1 was lying to her in the process. There is a lot here, and I implore you to read the full lawsuit that is taking place because it's bonkers. It is bonkers. And there are a lot of storylines that are at play here. One being Skip Bayless basically saying at one point, "Wait, you're Muslim. Don't the guys have like 3 or 4 wives?" When he made advances on Faraji, who declined every single time. There's the storyline of Emmanuel Acho, potentially, though there's no proof, not knowing that Joy Taylor was allegedly with Dixon and Acho at the same exact time. There's the storyline that keeps on going of Charlie Dixon, and much more. Much, much more. I do want to say one thing, though, very quickly. I don't like how online there are so many people applauding, per se, Colin Cowherd, Nick Wright, and others at the network for not being named. Why do they deserve their flowers for doing the bare minimum? I'm just baffled by that. I really am. I'm truly, truly baffled. So, If you have any thoughts on that, you could let me know in the comments, and also your thoughts on the allegations that are brought forth from some humongous names in sports media. If you can and are willing, please become a paid member here at TYT Sports, and or go to tyt.com/join. In addition, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate it. Have a great day.